So yesterday, a podcast and chill had an interview with one of the leaders of If Fees Must Fall, Umcebo Dlamini. And this interview evolved from being an interview into a political lecture, and it was one of the greatest conversations I've had in the last century. Yangzol. So a few things they spoke about was routine. Education is no longer reflected in our society. Yabo. Our universities have only been able to produce educated blacks or smart blacks, people who cannot solve immediate problems of their people. Yabo. Like you can tell umuntu a smart black ukuthi mfethu I have an issue, I'm starving. Yabo. Instead of them coming with immediate solutions ukuthi asiqale ifam or something angazi ngizothini. Yabo. Bazokutshela ngama ideology nama philosophy. Yabo ukuthi Pan-Africanism is one of the greatest ideas to ever exist. Yabo, ngo-2063, so behlangene as a continent and they will not starve. Even though we have immediate problems manje, they are trapped in ideologies and philosophies. Yabo, he spoke ukuthi political leaders and political parties are no longer serving their people, yabo, are no longer standing up for our citizens. Yabo, if our citizens azothi we have an issue which we have limited access to healthcare, yabo, and our foreign nationals are perpetuating this issue, yabo, our leaders would not listen to our citizens. However, bazofuna ukubalabela and not serve abantu they are supposed to be serving, yabo, begging the question, who do they serve, yabo? And I think Mcebo Dlamini, this has led to what he calls an unled revolution. Yabo, uthi yesterday there was a march in Mpumalanga. Yabo, if you could go to abantu baseMpumalanga, uthi what color is the sky? Bazothi the sky is blue. If you go to abantu base-KZN, uthi what color is the sky? Bazothi the sky is blue. If you go to Western Cape nase Eastern Cape and you ubabuza uthi what color is the sky? Bazothi the sky is blue. Yabo, this is a sign ukuthi these people are in synergy and they are not led. Yabo, not all of them are members of March and March. These are just random citizens, but they speak in the same voice, and the same voice they speak with is the same voice our leaders don't want to hear. Yabo, he also spoke with the ANC or the black government has failed to improve the country. Yabo, kuti during apartheid there were functional black universities, abo Univen, University of Limpopo, abo Fort Hare, abo Ifort, yabo, and Ifort has produced abo Nelson Mandela, abo Oliver Tambo, and all great revolutionaries. Yabo. However, coming into democracy, the ANC regime, the black government has failed to improve lama universities langa so they can compete nabo Wits, nabo Stellenbosch, nayo wonke la thing. But now instead they've been dilapidated. So amoshekile, they are deteriorating. Yabo, ziyamosheka at the hands of black people, despite which these universities have produced powerful black people. And he said, and he spoke about March and March. Yabo, which March and March, you might disagree with how it goes about doing things. Yabo, but it has been able to successfully conscientize the people and force the government to do their job. Even Addington, they were able to get space for those students ukuthi bakwazi ukufunda laphaya. March and March has been able to push EPMA to do its job. It's been able to push the Home Affairs to do its job. You understand? But despite which you might disagree nayo and stance and how it does things, but it has been successful in ensuring that the government does what it's supposed to do. Yabo? And the most important thing he spoke about is what now the legals, our citizens have to depend on our foreign nationals for job. Which the government, you must not get rid of foreign nationals because these people will create jobs for you. Yabo, which the writing is very ironic because it should be us creating jobs for them. Yabo, it should be us creating jobs for ourselves. Not ukuthi mele sihlale nabo labantu laba so they can hire us. We must not supposed to be hired. We were supposed to create jobs. Which during apartheid, the apartheid regime made black people third-class citizens. It was whites, it was Indians and coloreds, then it was blacks. Yabo. But now, under this black regime, it is whites, it is Indians and coloreds, it is foreign nationals, then it is black people. Yabo. So it made us fourth citizens in our own land. Yabo. So this interview was a great interview, Bafit. Yabo. So what I suggest or I'd recommend, if you get time, we check and listen to what Umcebo Dlamini has to say.